Hey, I wanted to come straight to you guys with something very unique that's happening in the Dubai market. There are some townhouses which are launching within about 10 minutes driving distance from downtown, okay? They are being branded by Elie Saab, and instead of just, making videos about what they are trying to sell you the USPs, I wanted to go through every single part of the project as best as possible. Take any questions that you might have live at this moment in time, and then perhaps also explain the non-USPs, right? Because most people are only going to mostly tell you, well, this is great for X, Y, Z reasons, but I want to also tell you what are the things that you need to be watching out for, okay? So I'm just going to quickly remember to write this down over here. Pricing. Okay, so this is something I need to actually share with you guys. Okay, so let's give you a little bit of a primer on what's what in this area, okay? So where are they being launched? Okay. Now, if you notice, this is approximately where downtown is, okay? This is where downtown is, okay? This entire region is called MBR. Let's see if I can write a little bit better. MBR City, okay? Mohammed bin Rashid City. Right over here, right in the front is District 1, okay? Villas over here sell from about 12 million all the way up to hundreds of millions of dirhams, okay? Right here is where the world's richest horse race takes place at the Maidan Hotel. And as you can see, by the way, right over here is one of the royal palaces, okay? I believe that belonged to His Highness Sheikh Maktoum. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But now you can see the proximity to the main core of downtown of this entire region, okay, which is called Mohammed bin Rashid City, okay? The developer that's launching these branded townhouses, okay, they're calling them villas but they are townhouses, and we get more into how they're positioned, how spacious they are, what kind of space you're about to get, and so on and so forth. They are branded by Elie Saab. That's a very, very popular, not an interior designer. He started in haute couture, then some interior designing, and now has done a lot of several branded residences around the world and also in Dubai. The call of this is that the distance from here to here is literally about, this is how they're branding it, is about 2 songs away, okay, which is approximately 10 to, 11 minutes away, okay? Because essentially speaking, you take one of these roads and right here is where these are being launched, okay? Now, let me give you a little bit of a better idea of where they're being launched, okay? On the, and give you a little bit more idea on the master community that's being launched, okay? So, actually, maybe we shouldn't make this too small so that you'll get a very good idea of exactly where they're being launched, okay? There we go. Okay, should we do this, okay, so that we can get rid of this? Okay. Now, notice that I pointed out that this is the entire development. Imagine that to be this, okay? This is the actual, this is this amplified, essentially speaking, okay? So I want this to be on top, okay? Now, here's the critical aspect that you need to understand, okay? This development of its entirety was launched back in, I believe, 2015. Okay. However, land over here is pretty expensive. It's very close to downtown, And Dubai market went through a certain correction, so to speak, which continued for a while. So the developer actually slowed down sales, did not continue to aggressively sell, because in that place you had to kind of like reduce prices to kind of keep selling. But what they did do is they've sold out of this phase, and this phase. Okay, this is the only phase that's remaining. And just to let you know, the entire project at this moment in time is at 66% completion. So they're committing to a date of December 2023. More about this a little bit later. But this is the new phase, okay? It's about 300 plus townhouses that are being launched. Something you need to understand in Dubai, the word, the name townhouse, villa, they're used interchangeably, okay? But these are townhouses, okay? Villas are something where, this is the house, this is the boundary wall, and you can walk all around it, okay? Townhouses are, essentially speaking, houses that are joined, but then you might have, like on the corner house, you might have like a larger plot of land, okay? So that's the benefit of the corner, okay? So you have that entire corner, but the middle units will have that garden space, okay, the smaller garden space, okay. But the point I'm trying to make is in Dubai market, please be aware that sometimes when they use townhouse, villa interchangeably, these are actually townhouses. However, the good part about these are their massive townhouses compared to what gets launched in Dubai, compared to what one of the tier 1 developers are launching way further down over. If you take this road, keep going further down, here, these townhouses are almost 1.5% bigger because they're so much closer to downtown. The kind of people who are going to be living here are going to be expecting that kind of luxury, okay? Who is this good for, okay? Who might want to actually purchase a house over here, okay? I'm going to be very frank and honest with you. These aren't necessarily the best in class when we're talking investments, okay? Why? This is for the end user, specifically speaking. They're all 4 bedrooms. I'll get to the floor plans and I'll explain to you how the floor plans are. These are mainly for the end users, in my personal opinion. They can work as great investments as well, but we're right now kind of like creeping up into the market stratosphere where we're like high prices, we're not at low prices, and these are branded residences which carry a premium on its own. So it has to make sense to you from your personal perspective of if you go into this project as an investor. It can make sense, I'm not saying it cannot, but these are mainly for people who are going to be end users and are willing to wait a year and a half, perhaps 2 years, for the delivery to take place and can take advantage of the payment plan, okay? So this is the location. Now, I'm sure you're actually wanting to actually see what the houses look like, what the floor plans are, and what the prices are. But can I take a little bit of time from you and give you a little background on the developer? Is that okay, Chima? Can I do that? Okay. Let's go and talk a little bit about the developer, okay? So the developers G & Co, and they focused in the Mohammed bin Rashid city. They don't have developments outside, okay? And I would say that they've very successfully delivered a couple of developments, okay? So their first development was the Millennium Estates, okay? So that's Millennium Estates. Those are Millennium Estates villas, okay? Okay, we don't need to use this. And these are grand views, okay? So that's Millennium Estates, that's Millennium Estates. These villas were sold back in 2015, no. 2013 at about 8 million dirhams plus, okay? I want to show you something. As I explained to you, this developer is known to deliver in Mohammed bin Rashid city. Their first developments were here and somewhere here, a little bit closer to downtown, which actually meant that they could command a higher premium. If you notice, this development is here, so it's about 5 to 7 minutes away from Millennium Estates, which was here, and Grand Views, which was here, but still, it's still in Mohammed bin Rashid City. It's still a premium location, okay? Something unique about these Millennium Estates is, you know, all of Dubai, and you got to know this, that all of Dubai around downtown does not have townhouses and villas which are freehold, okay? That lends a lot to townhouses and villas which are freehold in that area. It lends a lot of credence, it lends a lot of value, which is why when these houses, these are villas by the way, okay? When these villas were launched at 8 million plus, even after the market corrected, some of these went up to 10 million. They did not fall below 8 million, even in the 2017, 2018 time space. The reason was mainly because, in my personal opinion, good quality, good community. The developer does deliver good quality, by the way. I wouldn't snicker at their quality. Their quality is pretty good, right? It's well thought out fixtures, well thought out fittings. The stuff that they deliver is pretty good. But the main big differentiator is the location. You can't beat this location to downtown, to the airport right over here, and to the rest of Dubai, right? So, you know, Palm Jumeirah is about maybe 25 minutes or so on and so forth, okay? For that reason, when they launched these, they sold out, and then they held value. And even today, this location for their developments, previous developments, hold value, okay? The other development that they had was called Grand Views. You guys can look this up online. Again, these were townhouses delivered, very good, decent quality. I've seen them personally from the inside. I've seen these personally from the inside. Very, very well thought out and good fixtures and fittings used by the developer, okay? Now, so that's a little bit of the developer background, okay? These were also, okay, sorry, this is Grand Views as well, so maybe you can have a look at Grand Views. Okay, that's Grand Views, okay? Maybe I've made a little bit of a mistake with the other one. Maybe that was Millennium Estates. That's what Grand Views looks like, okay? But very good development, really nice, good looking, look good, very modern from the inside. Great amenities and fixtures and fittings on the outside, okay? So I want to talk a little bit about, let's go here. Maybe we can do this, okay? Maybe if I can do this and you would excuse me. I want to talk a little bit about branded residences, okay? Why branded residences, okay? Now, essentially speaking, what's happening in Dubai? Dubai has become one of those big places where a lot of branded residences are coming in, and they are catering to the high net worth individuals from all across the globe who are moving to Dubai and have the money and are willing to pay extra for a little bit nicer lifestyle, even with the apartment or the residences they're living in, okay? And there's nothing to snicker about, right? Everybody's got their own personal requirement and taste. In my personal opinion, branded residences, okay, are going to do well for the next 3 to 10 years. Okay, at some point we reach market saturation stage. That's not going to be very soon. Okay, so number one, Dubai is attracting a lot of those people who are coming into Dubai for branded residences. Just note that this is a branded residence as well. Okay, number one. Number two, you can expect better interior with branded residences and better fixtures and better finishes and everything. Number three, higher quality. You can expect this. Generally, this holds true. You can actually get higher quality, okay? Number four, you'll get a higher customer base, okay? If you're trying to resell or re-rent, so the tenants will pay you more. Tenants will pay you more money as well. You can get a price premium if you're selling. Okay, so the price premium exists on a branded property. What other points can I think of? High rental returns, price premiums, ROI. This can potentially become a trophy asset for you. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you should invest over here because it could become a trophy asset, but a townhouse within about 10 minutes to 12 minutes driving distance to downtown, branded by an international designer, does carry a premium and does carry a resale value. There is a potential for good resale value to come in. And who's the developer? It's Elie Saab, okay? Elie Saab. He used to do haute couture. Then I think it went into ready to wear, and then he's done a lot of interior designing, and now he's doing a lot of branded residences. Now, he's done a few with Emaar in Arabian Ranches. Do you know how I know and I feel that this gentleman is going to succeed where other fashion designers might not have received the same amount of success? Like, you know, how many Versace hotels are there around the world? Jaren, do you know? No. 2. One in Australia, one in Dubai, okay? How many Armani hotels are there in the world? Very few. There's one in Burj Khalifa and some place else as well, okay? But how many Elie Saab branded residences are coming into at least the Dubai market? I can at least think of 3 or 4, okay? There's some villas in Emaar's Dubai Hills community, in Arabian Ranches. We've got this one. We've got a tower in Emaar beachfront, so on and so forth. There's a lot of things happening. So what gives me, it gives me this ability to, I'm not saying I'm foreseeing this, but it gives me this ability to think that this gentleman is persevering, which means that the value he's going to put in the townhouses is going to be value that you're going to be deriving from the townhouses, okay? So let's talk a little bit about, okay, so the facade, what it's going to look like on the outside, okay? So we've already done this, okay? We don't need to continue with this, okay? Okay, okay, I don't know why my eraser is so small. How do I make this bigger? Somebody's got to tell me afterwards, okay? Sorry?
Just gonna spread your...
Spread my palm?
Yes.
Okay. Can we make this bigger perhaps? Do you see? Do you see the design element that he's put in? Definitely the rest of the community is not going to have this pizzazz. He's actually even thought about how the outside, the landscaping, because he's not just designing the inside and the outside, he's also designing the landscape of the community. So you're not just living in a branded townhome or a villa, you're living in a branded community. And for some people, that's amazing. Why not, right? You carry a branded purse. Why not a branded? Why not live in a branded community? I think there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay. Let's just. So this is the shape of the townhouses. Okay. So if you actually, if I can make this a little bigger, yeah. Yeah, so you can see how the bronze and the brown and, you know, very nice colors for the desert with the palm trees and everything. And it has like this great, amazing view of downtown. Oh, this one picture. Jaren, do we have that one? There we go. We don't have this one, yeah? Okay, never mind. Okay. This, ta-da, because it's so close to downtown. I wasn't able to show this in the beginning. You've got the entire skyline view. Oh, actually, I shouldn't mark this picture. I should just let it rest for a while. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. So this is the entire skyline view from your townhouse, right? And what does your townhouse look like? If you've got a middle townhouse, then it's going to look something like this. If you've got a corner townhouse, right? This looks like a corner because it's got one of those trees on the side, right? It's got that tree. Actually, I love it. It's a very inspiringly warm exterior facade of the entire household, right? It kind of like invites you in to come in and then see for yourself what everything's about. Everything's about great design, right? Sorry about that. Let's do this. Okay. Maybe we can do this. Let's look at what the interiors look like, okay? So Elie Saab, he's designing the interior flow as well. So you can see that the interior glass walls kind of like open up into themselves and they give you like this unsurpassing view and what do you call this? Like you become one with the outdoors. And you know, in Dubai, we've got 7 to 8 months of good weather now, okay? We've actually got 3 to 4 months of somewhat hot weather. So great times, great experiences for you to actually experience with your family and so on and so forth. Do we have the kitchen as well? Let's show them the kitchen. Okay, yeah, we'll get it, don't worry. I know where it is. There we go. Okay. Notice this. Okay. So that's the kitchen area. The appliances, by the way, are included. They're German appliances. That's the kitchen area, and these glass doors, partitions, kind of like scrape back for you to open up and be one with the entire living room. And if you've actually done this, open that up, then you know you're not far away. If you're actually, you know, your server, whoever's in the kitchen area, or if you're actually entertaining guests yourself, you've got open space straight out onto the patio and the deck because you can open that. And these glass panels open up as well for you to make the kitchen kind of like completely open flow, right? So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the internals of the main area. Okay, it's worth looking at the view again. Sanga, what do you think? Yeah, nice view, yeah. If you've got any questions, they will come up and pop up over here. Yeah, we got questions. I don't know how to view them. Okay. Jaren, have you looked at the live? Is it okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. Okay, let's go back. Let's go on to actually looking at the floor plans because I'm sure you're very interested in understanding what the floor plans are like. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you first an idea of what the community is like. So just give you a little bit of an idea. Essentially speaking, that's the middle, that's the corner, okay? Guys, essentially speaking, this is the unit mix, okay? So there's, you know, in all the townhouses, what they've done is they've made sure that they're all 4 bedrooms. There's about 30% of the community, that last plot of land or last bastion, whatever is not sold out. 30% are end units because, you know, it's kind of like this. This is the townhouse. So this is an end unit, and this is M is a middle unit, okay, obviously. But all are 4 beds. 4 beds, okay? They're all 4 beds. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So you understand. And this is the average plot size. It's a very large plot size for anybody who understands Dubai. That's a large plot size for an end unit. And the internal area is 3,562. Again, a decently large amount of area. It's not a small, I'm not saying it's ultra luxurious 18,000 square feet, but 3,562 square feet is pretty big. The middle unit is 2,016 square feet for the plot, and 3,163 square feet for the internals, which is again quite big. Okay, who wants to look at the floor plan? I'm sure you guys, if you're following me here, then you definitely want to look at the floor plan as well. Let's look at the floor plan now, okay, so that it actually all comes down for you. Let's look at the 4-bedroom floor plan first. Okay, so that it's making sense for you. It's called the grande unit, okay, so it's called the grande unit. Essentially speaking, what you do is you've got the 2 covered car garage port. So this is something that you have to know, that most of the places the carports are not generally with garage doors, but this is how the house is built. Okay, so this is the entrance area. Okay, the moment you come in onto the left side, you've got the complete, okay, well, once you walk in here, you've got this nice garden area, you've got this nice backyard, and the moment you walk in over here, on the left hand side, you've got the kitchen area and then this nice open living room with fresh sunlight coming in, if you've got one of those units that have fresh light coming in. Downstairs, now here's the beauty of this. Downstairs, there is a full master bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, okay? And that's the maid's room over there. So one of the things that you don't get in a lot of townhouses is a full bedroom downstairs. And when you actually go upstairs over here, then you will see, once you come upstairs over here, you've got a full master bedroom with its own bathroom. So that's the master. And then you've got the extra 2 rooms. So master, we had the 1 room downstairs, which is right behind over here. Okay, so we've got room 1, room 2, room 3, and room 4, which is the master bedroom with its own bathroom. These 2 are ensuite, so they have like their own, I think this one's not ensuite, I'm sorry, but this one is ensuite. Room 2 is ensuite, 3rd is outside. But here's the beauty, when you come up the stairs, there's a very large family room. Again, this is missing in a lot of townhouses, okay? Just to make sure, this is an end unit, okay? So just to not confuse this with the regular unit. And then this is what a middle unit looks like again, okay? So just, what I'll do is I'll just do this. Okay, so she's speaking, this is a middle unit. Entrance, now here's the beauty. Room 1 with its own bathroom, okay, so we can put B as in bathroom. Great, nice living room, kitchen area, its own garden space, maid's room. And then when you go up the stairs, you've got the master room, which is room 4, and you've got room 2 and 3, which share a bathroom. Not a Jack and Jill concept, but a separate, complete bathroom. So it's a very elegant layout for a 4-bedroom middle unit with its own family room right over here, right? That's something, again, that's not really very common in the Dubai market, but I've known this developer. I've been working with them for a long time, for almost 6-7 years. They actually do very good development. They do decent, good developments, okay? Let's talk a little bit about what's available other than that in the community, okay? So just give me a second. Let's just show you what kind of clubhouse space are you going to be expecting, okay? That's the kind of clubhouse that you're expecting. Very I'm not going to say very luxurious, but, you know, very up to the mark. That's the kind of shopping space that you're looking at, okay? So can we just zoom in on this just so that people can actually see? And just remember that the community is about 66% completed, okay? It's 66% fully complete. So December 2023 is kind of like their personal thing that they're going to be delivering, okay? All right, let's talk about what's being delivered. So just to let you know, you're getting a cooking stove and fridge and a refrigerator freezer built in. And the prices start, so I'm sure you're willing, you want to know the prices. The middle units, now I can't remember off the top of my head, are approximately 3.7 million and above. And the end units are approximately 4.1 million, and this is AED and above, okay? How does the payment plan work? Okay, this is how the payment plan is structured, okay? Sorry, let's just move this a little bit here so you can see the prices, okay? Don't quote me on that. I'm in the ballpark. The prices are slightly, like there's a few digits on both sides, okay? This is what the payment plan, this is how the payment plans work, okay? You essentially pay right now, if you're lucky enough, to be honest with you, to get a unit, you're only looking to pay about 10% plus 4% of the DLD, and then you pay another 5% in 2 months from booking, which is technically speaking done for 2022. So you're just paying about 15 plus 4, which is 19%. And then the balance payments are in 2023, you pay 10, 5, 10, which brings you to a total of you've only paid 40%. On completion, you pay the balance 60%, which allows you to, obviously, if you want to mortgage or anything like that, you can do that. So on completion, well, they're actually aiming for December 2023. You actually can completely actually pay the balance there. Now, a couple of disclaimers, okay? You have to know, if you're buying one of these townhouses, that in the Dubai market, developers by law are allowed a 1-year delay. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to delay, but you should know that developers are allowed a 1-year delay. So December 2023 in Dubai is never ever always a hard deadline. So when you're buying this as an end user, you got to keep that in mind, which means that you also would have flexibility on when you're making payment if the developer is delayed by a couple of months, so on and so forth. Secondly, my personal recommendation is to buy the end unit 4 bedrooms. I think what's happened is, with the rest of the community sold out and the developer realizing that there's a lot of demand for 4 bedrooms, I think the middle units might have actually, the designs might have been upgraded to include another bedroom possibly. I'm not saying that that's been done, but that's a possibility. So I would focus mainly on the 4 bedrooms rather than the middle unit 4 bedrooms, which in my personal opinion might be slightly squeezed. So if you've got the extra $500,000 dirhams, which is only about $150,000, and you've got a payment plan of 1.5 years, that would stretch the budget a little bit, especially if you've got a larger family and you actually need the 4 bedrooms. If you've got a smaller family and you really just need a 3 bedroom, focus on the middle unit only, okay? My number's in there just to reiterate. Okay, but if you need and want to actually get in touch with me, this is my number. Just holler at me directly, 058 521 8943. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this. If you want it as an international code, then it's plus 971 58 521 8943. This opportunity is going to last maybe 2 days or 1 day. And if you miss out, that's okay. Don't worry. There'll be more opportunities coming around your way, okay? If you really want one of these units, get in touch with me. Me and my team will actually help you select the best in the actual master plan that's going to be value for money, okay? If you got more questions, just put them in the comments and I will try to get to you, and I'll reply to those questions. All right, off I go. Ciao for now.